Lavader is probably one of the most unique political YouTuber I've ever come across. He's white, he's Muslim, he's conservative. Why does that matter, you may ask? Well, it's just pretty unusual for such Muslim YouTuber to exist. They either leftist or non-white. Not that there's any problem with it. It's just that Lavader is like a grain of gold in the Sahara Desert. I haven't seen any political Muslim YouTuber like him. He's pretty interesting until on 25th July, Lavader posts a confession on a community post saying that he is now an agnostic. Some people jokingly said that I was responsible for it, or that the Rule 63 art was the cause of it. But I disagree. I'm gonna read word for word and make a conspiracy theory on why. It is finally time to break the news to everyone. I now consider myself agnostic, and I would say that I am more at peace now. After many months of reflection and meditation, I learned something new about myself. I was never religious in the first place, ever since my childhood. Rather, I had been gaslighting myself into thinking I was, when I wasn't. Religion, in all honesty, has brought nothing positive for my life. It was even a big part of the anxiety I had been fighting with ever since childhood. To clarify, this isn't merely about Islam, but something broader that encompasses all Abrahamic religion, including Christianity. I have no real quarrel or grudge against Islam specifically for something the religious environment I grew up in as a kid was always kind and caring to me. I do not blame it for anything. Rather, almost all of this is personal and has more to do with me and my fault for never opening up. I previously seriously considered making a dedicated coffee club about this, detailing my journey and all the things that led to this, but I decided against it. Right now, this is still an extremely touchy and volatile topic for me mentally, and for the sake of my mental health, I decided to keep the details private lest things get worse or old wounds get open. I appreciate if you understand, but I just want to officially break the news to everyone, as I felt that it was finally time. I am now agnostic and don't believe in any Abrahamic religion, nor do I feel any spiritual connection to them. You guys deserve to know. I had been trying to prepare some of you for this news through some of the latest things I talk about on my channel, so that this news did not appear completely out of the blue, and I just want to thank some of my closest friends who listened to me and tried to help me. But this is the road I have taken. Now, this is where the conspiracy begins. I may sound like a freak nutbag, but I want you guys to hear me out and listen closely. Now, according to the post, he became an agnostic due to meditation and months of reflect. According to him, he was gaslighting himself into becoming religious when it was the opposite. Now, in the last paragraph, he said that I am now agnostic and don't believe in any Abrahamic religion. Now, I see this as something interesting because why does it matter exactly? If you see his community post or his video, he barely even talk about, being a Muslim, or something like that, be it spiritually or nor even discussing such religion. I feel like even if he didn't make this post, it's not gonna change anything. It's like, hold on. It's not gonna change any, like it didn't matter. It would be like if I convinced you guys that I don't actually like Australia when I barely talk about it. Now let's figure our truth. If you know anything about Western right wing on online space, be it the young or the old, you'll know that they don't have any positive opinion on Muslim people or Islam as a religion. Hell, they might view them as the same as Jewish people. I mean, have you seen people choosing the side on the Palestine versus Israel? Like, I find it odd that they don't want to choose between the people that suffered or someone that does the massacre. but then would complain about white genocide on South Africa. Logically speaking, wouldn't you think that they have some kind of sympathetic view on the Palestine? Okay, we kind of almost get off topic here. Now, what makes it worse is the current immigration situation in Europe, which has lasted pretty long actually. With the majority of Muslim immigration in a country like French, London, and Portuguese causing chaos, and with the country government barely take any action, which only fuel the fire for any people who want to turn to radicalization, something like that. Now, why do I even mention all of this? Remember, before the confession post, we all know Lavader as this Bosniak Muslim that's living on German, and usually on his making community posts or his Twitter account, he would make a post something like making fun of Jewish people or Indian people because you all know they both sorta in relationship. Some might say they are roommates. Anyway, do you guys notice that he makes fun of both or mocking it, but rarely or barely making fun of any Western right wingers on online space? It's weird that I haven't seen him mention Zohran Mamdani, considering he is a Muslim communist, or any other person mentioning him, or anyone who had negative opinion on Muslim. I think I know why. Logically speaking, right wingers on the internet are a little bit spicy. If you think about it, if Lavender make any post about him at all, I feel like it would backfire pretty horrible for him. I think he chose a wise option in my opinion. I find it ironic that he made a video about leftists infighting. Now while that may be true, it seems like the opposite is also plausible. The question is, can a Muslim conservative and Christian conservative form some kind of alliance? Probably not. Now, what if the real reason he became an agnostic is because he's afraid of any possible potential attack on him simply for being who he is? He plays a safeguard option. I mean, think about it. Anytime a Muslim or Islam is mentioned, it's nothing but negative. You think pre-conversion Lavender can form an ally with him? I don't think so. But even if they did, they're probably only going to be a token friend or something. I mean, guys, all I'm saying is that there might be some truth that ain't in the air. Or I could just be a stupid CISO who speak a bunch of nonsense.